And I'm back on the Dougherty Show. It's your boy Derek. I had some technical difficulties in my last show. Don't know what's going wrong with my computer, but now I am back and better than ever. So many things I got going on for today. Why is this not scrolling across the bottom of the page? Boom. Yep, right there. There we go. Save and do that again. Boom. So we got Francis Ngannou versus Surreal Gain, Brennan Moreno versus Davison Figueiredo, Michael Pierre versus Andre Fialo, Cody Stamen versus Saeed Nurgama. I think that's how you say it. And then Michael Morales versus Trevin Giles. I'm going to be bringing Devon Jeffries on this show today. He is a HFC champion. He used to fight over here at the Blue Chip before COVID hit. Now, I don't know if they even have those anymore. But COVID, that fucks up a lot of things for a lot of people and whatnot. But he's still out here. He's still watching fights. He's still learning. He's still doing his thing. He's going to come on the show, give his piece. We're going to see what he's doing these days. We also are going to have Tom Duff on the show today. He's going to talk about the UFC fights, I believe, too, as well. But more importantly, we're going to be talking about the divisional round weekend and all the matchups that we have going on. And then later on in the show, we are going to have Nate Swire. And he's going to come on and put on a hell of a performance. And he's going to talk about his Titans. And he's also going to get his input on his picks for the show. And, hey, if any of these guys do really good and give us some really good picks and they do extraordinary, we might just call them back and bring them on the show for some more picks. And we'll keep this rolling, guys. But, yeah, so some of my picks that I got going on, I feel like I'm the underdog guy in this fight. Ngannou is the underdog in this fight versus Gane, and I don't know why, because I feel like Ngannou is just going to knock this motherfucker out. So, and I think it's going to happen in the motherfucking second round is what I call. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Ngannou plus 125. There's Brennan Moreno versus Davison Figueiredo. I'm going to stick with Brennan, keeping that belt. We got Michael Pierre versus Andre Fialo. I'm going with Andre. And then there's Cody Stamen versus Saeed Nurgama. Saeed is the guy who is favored. I am going for Saeed. And then lastly, we have Michael Morales versus Trevin Giles. Who will win? It's a very close one. I'm going to say Giles. Giles just comes through. But yeah, we're going to get Devon's opinion here in a little bit. I think he just messaged me. Let's see what he says. He said, okay, yep. Dude just popped on. Let's get his opinion.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, dude? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, excuse me if you don't mind real quick. I gotta set up. I'm in the middle of something.
It's cutting hair right now.
What's up with you, brother?
Not much, man. I am just talking about the fights that are going on this weekend, man. How you feeling about the Ngannou versus Surreal fight?
You say Ngannou, man. You know what, dude? You know me. I hate to make predictions when it comes to close fights like this because dude is super impressive, but you already know Ngannou got that power. So it's like he catch you that one time, that's it. But I feel like if I feel like it'll still lead towards Ngannou if it stays on the feet because that dude, his power is ridiculous. So that's pretty much it for me. If he catches him on the feet, that's it.
Ngannou is actually the underdog in this fight.
Yeah, I know. So trust me, I know. But exactly. So it's like, think about it. Whenever majority of the time when it's an underdog, they ended up making the upset. The underdog usually makes the upset, but at the same time, he isn't an underdog. If you really want to think about it. And,
I don't think he's no underdog. He's a champ.
He really isn't an underdog. You can't call that man an underdog, bro. Dude, you can't call him Ngannou an
Vegas
underdog.
is disrespecting him right now. I'm telling you right now, don't anybody put him on the money line. I already bet on him.
Super disrespectful, bro.
How do you feel about Brennan Moreno versus Davison Figueiredo?
I'm gonna go for Moreno. Moreno, my dude. I like him.
All right, bet. All right, for the next one, we have Michael Pierre versus Andre Fialo.
Ooh. Sylvia, I see that one. I can't. To be honest, I didn't watch them enough to really make any predictions on them. So I can't really say for that one, to be honest with you.
Okay, we can move on to the next one. What about for Cody Stamen versus Saeed Nurgama? Nurmagomedov? Yeah, you get it.
I told you, they got the crazy ass long names. The one with the Russian last name for sure.
Yep. I got my money on him too as well.
Hell yeah.
And then we got Michael Morales versus Trevin Giles.
Michael Morales. Oh, I'm gonna have to go for Morales on that one.
Going with Morales. I was going with Giles, so we'll see who
Yeah.
comes out.
You know what? I'm gonna be mad. I won't be surprised if Giles take it, but again, it's one of those.
You never know. It was. I honestly, I thought it was pretty close too as well. I was just like, I don't know, but I'm gonna go with Giles. So what you doing these days? You still doing the HFC stuff?
Nah, man. Actually, HFC pretty much been shut down since COVID, bro. But there's other promotions that's been having fights going on. It's just life got in the way, bro. Work schedule, what's conflicting with my time with training and stuff like that. So right now, I've just been training. You already know me. I'm gonna never stop training. So I'm definitely still training. It's just as far as me fighting, I honestly can't tell you, bro.
I don't know. Hopefully HFC brings that stuff back, man. You're doing pretty great out there for a while. I think weren't you still the champ?
Looking up for a minute, for real.
Weren't you still the champ?
Technically, yes.
Yeah. See? They're just like, he won. He ain't no one ever gonna beat him. We're done with this shit, man. We're closing everything down, man.
To be honest, man, I don't know. I honestly don't know what HFC is gonna do. You know me, if I hear something, man, best believe I'm letting the world know.
All right, man. Well, I'll be looking out for that if those HFC fights start coming back, man. You already know I'll be promoting you on the show.
Hell yeah, most definitely.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you being on the show, man.
Oh, for sure, man.
All right, man. Later.
All right, take it easy.
And we had Devon. That was great, man. I'm glad he gave his input. There was a couple of guys that he didn't really know much about, but I already know that Nagano is going to win. We both had that same opinion on him, but he said it could go either way, though. He said this is going to be a good fight. He took Morales. I'm taking Giles, and we're going to see who comes out on top on that one. I thought it could be either way on that one, but I'm hoping Giles goes through because I got a parlay going on for it. But we're going to have Tom Duff come on the show, and I'm about to invite him right now. There you go. Boom. So yeah, so when Tom Duff comes on the show, we're gonna be talking about. I don't know if he knows anything about UFC 270, but if he does, we'll get his opinion on that. We're gonna be talking about the divisional round weekend here going on. We got Tennessee Titans versus the Bengals. We have the 49ers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then we have the Los Angeles Rams versus Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sorry. Los Angeles Rams versus the Buccaneers. Then we have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. You guys can tell I'm higher. But, yeah, everything's going to be great. In my opinion, I was already talking to Danny about this stuff early in the week. I had the Titans win against the Bengals. I don't know, just something feels that rigged feeling in the NFL. Like, okay, Cincinnati Bengals had their 31-game losing streak in the playoffs, and now they've actually won. They've 31 consecutive years of not winning the playoffs, and finally they've won against the Raiders. That's it. Now they're done. They're going to lose. They're going to go 1-1 in the playoffs. I think the Titans are going to pull this off. I mean, I don't know. As I was reading correctly, I believe Vrabel's undefeated coming off of a bye when he's also has extra time to prepare. In addition to that, half his team is coming back healthy, and everybody else has had some time to rest. So I just feel like they're going to come out and just dominate, and everyone's going to be like, oh, damn, the Titans are good, dude. Oh, dude, they've been good. They're the fucking number one seed, guys. Let's be real here. We got the the Green Bay Packers versus the 49ers. Now, this is going to be an interesting game. Earlier on in the week, I was just like, I thought this was going to be a cakewalk for the Packers. But now that I'm seeing the injury report, I feel like everyone is back now. And now that everyone is back, and healthy. Now, granted, that's depending on how Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play. He's actually playing through some injuries right now, and I heard he's going to take some like shot that's going to like numb some pain, and hopefully that's not in like his throwing shoulder or hand, because I feel like that might like affect his play throughout the week. I mean, not throughout the week, throughout the game, and so I don't know if he plays very effectively. I feel like he might be the reason they lose. I just got that feeling. Oh, we do have some comments. Oh, we got Kyle Diaz. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? But it's just I'm thinking about it, man. I'm still taking the Packers. I still think the Packers are going to win. It's just the 49ers, them getting healthy. I mean, Joey Bosa hasn't practiced, or not Joey Bosa, fucking Nick Bosa hasn't practiced all week because he just had a concussion. So he might have gotten all those reps. Does he need those reps? We don't know. We'll find out. And the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo, we don't know how he's going to be playing at all. So if I had to guess if any of those guys would be going to affect the game, it's definitely going to be Jimmy Garoppolo. And not only that, I think that the Packers are getting back Jair Alexander. I'm not 100% on that, but that helps their defense tremendously. Then we had the other game. We had the Buccaneers, the ones that I keep talking about, and the Los Angeles Rams. I feel like that's going to be a very, very, very interesting game. And the reason being is that Tom Brady folds under pressure quite a lot. And, I've seen it in a lot of playoffs. Everyone talks about how great he is in the playoffs, but what about when he's terrible? It's one of my favorite feelings. You just see him pouting on the sideline. He's yelling at his players, get in the fucking game, man. They've been in the game, and they're terrible at it because the other opponent is beating them. And I feel like Von Miller he's gonna get a sack in this game, and I think Aaron Donald's also gonna get a sack in this game. And can we talk about how the fact that Aaron Donald is dominating in almost every statistical category? He is up for Defensive Play of the Year, and he gets double teamed on pretty much every single play. I mean, come on, man. Like, that is insane. I don't think there's another player in their league that gets double teamed and still can be as elite as him. Like, that guy is just, he changes the game. And that's the reason why I think the Rams are going to win. Just because that dude he just does so much. It's insane. That man is just he's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. I mean, that's for sure. No ifs and buts about it. It's going to happen. And I just think it's going to be Packers versus the Rams in the NFC Championship. I think it's going to be one hell of a game. I hope the Packers come out on top because I want to see Aaron Rodgers win another one. But Buccaneers, Tom Brady, he never surprises me. That man is just extraordinary at the things that he does. And it wouldn't faze me if that man just happened to win against the Rams. He's going against the, Aaron Rodgers, two old mans dueling it out, in the playoffs. And the interesting thing is I think Tom Brady leads right now in the playoffs with the most touchdown passes with 47, and Aaron Rodgers has 45. So could be the battle of the touchdowns all the way to the top. Be some pretty crazy and pretty epic things that are going to happen in that. I kind of like it. We'll see. But I want this to go across the bottom. Someone said, I am ready whenever you are. It's Nate. Let's get Nate on the show. Actually, I type his name in. Actually, you know what? I'll just send that back to him in the text. Boom. So I sent him the link. He'll be joining the show here in just a moment, and we're going to be talking about his Tennessee Titans and if they can beat the Cincinnati Bengals. But back to what I was saying, the Los Angeles Rams, I just feel like they are too stacked defensively to lose. and they are too stacked on offense as well. Now, Matt Stafford, I feel like even that man can fuck it up the game and throw a pick six, and they're still going to win. Tom Brady, I feel like you're going to get sacked quite a lot, even if you do have your offensive line in, because Tristan Wirfs, he's still kind of injured, So if he plays, he's not 100%. I'm telling you, they're going to dog walk that O-line. And if they don't, that's going to surprise me. Surprise me a fucking lot. Then you have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. And I think the Kansas City Chiefs are in for a rude awakening against the Bills Mafia. But none other than I'm going to give like a really good introduction for this man real quick. He's one of our own. He's in our fantasy league. He is the shit of our league. If you can think of the worst team in our league, this guy is it. But he is one hell of a beer chug champion. I don't know anyone else who cannot, or I don't know anyone who can try it. Go ahead, you can try. Beat this man. There's no physical way. Maybe there's one person on earth I may know, but I doubt it. But this man chugs a beer so quick. You're like, did you just chug that beer? And you're like, yep. And then he just goes like this because there's nothing in it. And he just throws that bitch away. But none other than Nathaniel Swire.
Thank you. I appreciate the introduction, my man.
What'd it do, bro? What'd it do? Oh, doing a chug right now?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, baby.
Celebrate early.
That's right. Tighten up, baby.
How you feeling about tomorrow?
I feel good, brother. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think that as long as the Titans stick to their game plan, man, I don't see them losing at all. I think they got a good chance to make a run to the Super Bowl here. And like I said, if they just stick to their game plan, which is what they've done all year, they're a tough team to beat.
I agree. Now, I have a quick question for you. Why is no one talking about the Titans? I'm looking at all these analyst rankings and ratings. They don't even have you guys in like the top 4, top 3, top 2. I don't see anyone picking you guys to win against the Bengals. I'm just like, wow, why is no one talking about the Titans?
Well, I think it just has a lot to do with how hot the Bengals are right now. I mean, they ended the season good. They had a good win there at the end against the Chiefs in Week 17. Just ended the season super, super strong. I think a lot of the reason they're not talking about him so much is just because the King hasn't been in the backfield. I mean, he comes back, obviously trying to take down a dude 6'3", 240 pounds. I mean, who gives a shit about the defense? We don't even care. But no, I don't know. I think this might be a hot take. I don't think that it is, but it might be a little bit of a hot take. But I think the Titans' toughest matchup in the playoffs is tomorrow.
Do you think so?
I think so. That's my hot take.
You guys have beat the Bills, though, haven't you? And you've also beat the Chiefs.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, you already feel confident enough to beat those teams because you've already done it.
I mean, it's not even a confidence thing. I mean, look at the Titans. What have we had to be excited for in the last 20 years? Nothing.
Yes, and then your fan base is going to travel. And isn't this at home?
Number 1 seed in the fucking AFC.
And I think the WWE's out there in Nashville this weekend, too. There's a lot going on in Nashville right now. I feel like it's kind of like it's feeling a little nashy. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's about to get nasty. We're going to get thrashy, and we're going to just run through them like a motherfucking rashy. It's about to be itchy, and nobody's going to have a good time, man.
Dude, the thing I find wild, though, is the fact that you guys are winning games, and you haven't had Derrick Henry since, like, week 8 of the season. And the only reason I know that is because he was on my fantasy team, and I still made it to playoffs. I just didn't make it.
RIP to about every single person's fantasy team this year.
Pretty much. Yeah. If I had him, I guarantee I probably would have went to the chip. But, I got third place. Whatever.
It happens, bro.
But yeah, you've gotten Derrick Henry back. You're gonna have Julio Jones healthy. You're also going to have A.J. Brown healthy. And this is the first time that they've all been on the same team. Well, not same team, but healthy at the same time on this team since, I think, week 4 of the season. And no one knows that. No one.
I know. It's so crazy to that people are just, I don't know why they're overlooking him so much. It's like we haven't had basically the best player in the NFL on our team since week 8. He hasn't played for us for 10 weeks. And it's the crazy thing about it is, like, you look at him when he was playing before he got injured. I mean, he was number 1 on the rushing leaders. He was
I think he's like
300 yards.
now.
Yeah, he's 9th, I believe, which is fucking still crazy. 10 weeks out, and you're still the 9th best.
Didn't play
rusher
half
in
the
league.
season, still top 10.
Right, but I think what a lot of people are overlooking is they're like, okay, Derrick Henry hasn't played all this time, but if you look at their rushing stats, nothing has dropped. They got Deontay Foreman, who they've been using a lot in the backfield, and from week 1 to week 8. And from week 9 to week 18, they have, I mean, obviously there's a game or two more there, but from the same amount of weeks that Derrick Henry played to the same amount of weeks Deontay Foreman's been playing, they had more rushing yards. I mean, he was splitting takes with McNichols, but they had more rushing yards than Derrick Henry did through 8 weeks. So it's like, and I don't know why they're overlooking this so much. I don't know. I just it baffles me, but like I said, to be a Titans fan right now, it's exciting. You know, Peyton Manning ran his dick through the dirt on us too many times. We haven't had anything to be excited about except for what was it when they made that crazy run in the AFC playoffs in 2020 when they had to go. They went against Baltimore, then they went against New England, and then unfortunately they lost in the AFC Championship. But it's just like, it's just an exciting time to be a Titans fan, and we just got a good group of guys for the future to be very excited for. And I think tomorrow's game is going to be really, really good. We just gotta make sure that Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow can't turn the heat up on us. We got to keep them guys cool, keep them off the
put
field.
their dick in the fucking dirt.
Oh, I hope we put it more than just in the dirt.
You know what else I find weird? No one's talking about Vrabel, and I think he should be talked about. I think he should be coach of the year. The reason I say that is because your entire team's been injured throughout the year, and you guys still fucking keep winning. I don't like it because obviously I'm a Colts fan. I fucking hate it. Well, actually lost some money against you fuckers this year, but it's whatever. You know, no, I don't know why everyone's just like sleeping on that shit. It drives me nuts.
I don't know. I agree. I think he should be coach of the year just due to how many people have been injured, had to get put on IR, come off, get put back on. And like I said from the get when I got on here, the reason the Titans win, regardless of who's on the field and who's off the field, is Mike Vrabel never steers away from the game plan. He sticks to it and says, I know this will work, and it will work. I mean, look at the schedule they had this year. I mean, the Colts have always been a tough matchup against them. We beat the Colts twice this year. We played KC, beat them. Played the Bills, beat them. Played LA. We played the Rams. We beat the fucking Rams. You know, it's like, but then it's like the Titans. The best way to describe them, they're either the best team in the NFL or the worst. We lose to the Jets in overtime. We lose to Houston this year. I mean, obviously there's got to be a silver lining in what's going on, but I mean, I don't know. I just think that if they got a chance of any year, it's now.
Yeah, that was probably their wake-up call. They're probably like, oh, fuck, you know, because that Jets game, I think that happened, the middle of the year?
It was more towards probably the beginning-ish middle. Yeah, but they lost in overtime.
And then the Texans, that one was probably like, you guys have been winning for so much. You guys needed to lose because sometimes it sucks going into the playoffs, having that winning streak because then someone's got to break it, you know? I mean,
yeah.
Patriots.
Well, they beat them. They beat them the last week, but it was the first time they played them in the season. They lost to the Texans. They beat them week 18, but yeah, still. I mean, to play two fucking shitbag franchises and lose to them. I mean, and then I don't know. They're a team that has excited me this year, but at the same time, maybe want to just fucking beat the shit out of somebody.
Hey,
go up to Mike Vrabel and beat his ass.
12 wins, ain't it?
Yeah, we ended up 12-5. We had the number 1 seed because we had beat Kansas City in the year. So
I was surprised you guys beat us twice. Like,
so was I. I'm not gonna lie.
we had Andrew Luck own you guys, and I've been so used to beating you guys all the time. Like, for the longest time, I'm just like, they can't beat us. And then when you beat us, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how? And
I
then
know, but
this year you beat us twice. I'm like, what the fuck?
well, the second time was in overtime. That was a solid game, but like, what was it? When did we play you? Like week 3 or 4? I mean, it was a pretty sound win. The Titans didn't really have much struggle playing against Indianapolis, but then the second time they played, I'm pretty sure the game went to OT. But I
It's
don't know. It's
always
just
been
crazy. It's just crazy to think that the Colts have basically ran the AFC South for so many years, and then Houston ran it for like 2 years, which doesn't make any fucking sense. But
I just don't understand it. Like we haven't won it since since Andrew Luck left, like 2015 or something like that, or 2016.
yeah,
It's
hey,
just
all I know is that Indy had a solid chance. What do they have to do week 18? Just win.
yeah.
And what do you guys do?
Got beat by
Lose these
clown
guys.
teams, bro. God, dude, that was bad. Oh man, I was so fucking pissed. Like I'm over it now, obviously, sort of, not really, but
All right.
it just sucks, but it goes to show the play calling in that bullshit game. It goes to show how unmotivated our plays were during that game. And it goes to show that Carson Wentz really is a piece of shit because he fucking sucks. Not a piece of shit in real life. He's probably a really great person. But in the game, you suck. Like, whenever you see that man play, you don't know if, like, when Andrew Luck played, you're like, all right, no matter what, we're not out. We're going to fucking win this game. Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs is a prime example. Carson Wentz, I don't know if he's gonna fucking die on that play or if he's gonna throw a fucking awesome touchdown.
Yeah, he's like trying to go to a club with a trans woman. You don't know what you're gonna get at the end of the night until you get there.
Ooh, what is this? Oh.
Ooh. Ooh, balls, nice.
Dude, I just don't get him, man. Like, when he first came to the team, I was not a fan. You all know that I put in the group chat all the time. I just fucking hated it. I'm like, dude, we could have had Matt Stafford. Like, they fucking gave that dude like 3 picks. Now, mind you, he throws a lot of pick sixes, but I don't know, man. We could have had time.
He's a playmaker, though. He knows how to make it happen if he needs to make it happen.
He does, but I think because he was such shit in Philadelphia, now that he's over in Indianapolis, he's trying to prove himself, and he's trying to make himself fucking die in every play because he's trying to show that he's good enough to be a quarterback. It's like, dude, chill the fuck out and just do what you do best and throw the fucking ball to the right person and not over their fucking head.
Yeah, hey, I don't know. I don't have to know what that feeling is like because we're the number 1 seed in the AFC, so I don't have to worry about it.
You actually have a veteran quarterback who doesn't have to do much because you have a stud behind him. Just going to get to fucking run the ball. And we had one of those too, but Frank Reich was like, Carson, I need you to do your thing. Like, bitch, you see JT back there? He's like, nah, you fucking throw the ball.
Fuck that guy.
Dude, that motherfucker
he only had
500 yards.
Yeah, he only had 1,800 rushing yards this year.
Pathetic.
Just pass the fucking ball.
No reason. It's cool. We threw the ball like 40 times in the first half against the fucking Buccaneers. Ran it like 3 times. I was like, oh, no wonder we lost this fucking game, dude. Like, I knew we lost at halftime. And then they wanted to run the ball. Like, it was so sad. If you watch Hard Knocks, you'll fucking see fucking Quentin Nelson, the left guard, walk up to him and go, hey, man, do you think we can run the ball? And then all of a sudden we start running the ball and we start doing good. It's like, oh, wow. What a coincidence. But, Brian, man, I appreciate you coming on the show today and giving your piece about it. Do you want to talk about some of the other teams that are playing this weekend?
Man, I think as a football fan, it's just exciting to look at how the playoff picture looks right now from the outside in. I mean, as anybody like you and me who appreciate watching it and just appreciate the game the way it is, I think it's very interesting just to see not only the AFC because we're both AFC fans, but like just seeing how the NFC is going to play out. I mean, you got a good, dangerous team, obviously with the Packers and Tampa Bay, but then you look at the Rams. I mean, they are a team that can't be counted out. You know, they got you loaded. You got the number one receiver in the league on that team, and you got the fucking playmaking machine Matthew Stafford passing the ball to him, plus OBJ. They got their defense is whatever, you know, but
OBJ too. Like I'm like,
I know, but it's just like I mean, who's gonna really come out of there, out of the NFC? I mean, obviously the clear cut you would think would be the Packers, but you got probably one of the biggest choke artists to play in the playoffs, Aaron Rodgers, who can't do shit. And but it's betting against Tom Brady is like trying to, I don't know, bet against Usain Bolt racing against a 99-year-old woman. Like it doesn't. It's impossible. It's just like you're throwing away money. And I don't know. It's just the Bills Chiefs game is going to be a shootout. I think. But that Bills defense, man, is they got
number
it
one in the
rocking.
league. No Pro Bowlers. Everyone said, you know what? Fuck the Bills. We don't need to give them any recognition whatsoever, even though they're
Disrespect.
number one in like every category. Fuck them up.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful, man.
Literally. But I literally think that this is the first time that we're gonna see Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs pouting like Tom Brady.
I guess only time will tell. I mean, just the way that the Bills, not that the Patriots were even bad by any means, but just the way that they completely handled them was.
Do they dog
I
on
didn't,
them? Like
I didn't expect it. I honestly didn't expect. I expected them to win. I just did not expect them to literally just shit down their neck like
and
that.
the Patriots have had a good defense all year. I mean, I think they were number one in fantasy, or number two, I think. I think that the Dallas Cowboys were number one, which I don't know how. Like their team is fucking trash. But anyways, the Bills, man, like they're just leading in every category right now, statistically. And I just feel like Kansas City, they're going to get wrecked. I feel like their defense is good enough to hold Patrick Mahomes down, and I feel like their offense is way too explosive, and it's going to fuck up their defense because Kansas City hasn't been good until the second half of the year. I just feel like they're going to buckle. Everyone just sees like a good team every other week. Well, we saw the good team last week. This week, we're going to see the shit team. That's my opinion.
Exactly. And you know, they like you said, they got real hot at the end of the second half of the season. Would they go on like a 9-game win streak or something like that? And then got snapped by Cincinnati, which goes back to what we were saying about the matchup on tomorrow. Is what can make Cincinnati so deadly is beating a team like Kansas City. I mean, it was a close game. They only won by 3, but there was 63 points scored in that game. I
There's a
mean,
lot of points.
it's tough. I think obviously the clear cut in the AFC to me is the Titans, just because. I mean, we have Derrick Henry. Do I need to say anymore? So I don't know, man. It's just going to be really fun and interesting to see how these playoffs turn out this year. And I don't know. I'm excited for it, but I'm also sad because we only got a month of football.
I know, dude. And then I'm gonna have to watch basketball. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna have to. I'm already watching basketball because I got fantasy basketball. But once that's over, I'm gonna have to wait until what?
I'm about to watch highlights. I'm about to watch highlights of the Lingerie Football League. I'm waiting.
There's a lingerie football league.
I don't know if it still exists, but man, oh man, it's something to watch.
I can.
Hey, them bitches hit hard. Them bitches hit hard too. Just be wearing booty shorts and fucking shoulder pads and basically like a bra, and they just be laying each other out, man. It's erotic. I'll say that. Very erotic football, man. It's two things I love.
What if the XFL comes back?
Bro, sign me up. I'll fucking go try out.
Oh my god, that'd be kind of funny as fuck, dude. I can just see you walking up like, "Hey man, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. What position can you put me at?" And
No, not what position can you put me at. It's what positions are available, and whatever they say, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna pick whatever position I want.
There you go. You're gonna be the quarterback.
I'm just gonna walk out there and they're gonna know I'm a freak of nature, so it doesn't matter.
They're like, you know what, man? You need to be defensive end. You start right here.
Yeah, how tall are you? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. Do you know who I am, dude?
Yeah,
Fucking Nate.
I'm
Nate
Nate.
Dogg.
I'm Nate the Great. I'm the
Nate
impeccable one.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming on the show today.
Absolutely, sir.
Hey, man, if your Titans are in the picture next week, I might have you on next week too as well.
Hey, that's cool, man. I'm about it. But before we sign off, I got to just do one more thing for you. We got to go, man. Titans tomorrow, 3:30. Be there, be square. If you ain't watching the game, then you're not living life the correct way. So
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing if you're not watching the game? It's going to be really electrifying tomorrow.
yeah, what are you doing? Watching your kids? Pull out, idiot. Wow.
Let's get a real good look in there.
All right, brother. Tighten up. Let's go.
Cheers. See, was it like 5 seconds? Not even.
So quicker than that, man.
All right, everybody. That's Nate Dogg for you. Deuces.
Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yes, sir.
Deuces.
Bye.
And that was Nate Swire, guys. Or Nate Dogg, whatever you want to call him. Man, it's going to be this dude. Oh, God. I'm going to have to kick him from the studio. Unless he's going to go do something else. Okay, I'm kicking him from the studio. All right. Anyways, so yeah. Back to my picks. Titans. Obviously, I'm picking the Titans. I already talked about the Packers and the 49ers, and I was talking about the Buccaneers, but we're going to go to Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. I feel like the Buffalo Bills are going to be really dominant. They were really good against the Chiefs, and I feel like they still haven't got enough respect yet. So he's laughing that I kicked him off. But I just feel like they haven't got enough respect yet. I just feel like they're going to go out there and they're going to put on a show. Now, I feel like it's going to be the Titans versus the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship, Packers versus Rams NFC Championship. It's going to be a hell of a championship weekend. And we will see two people come victorious next week and go off into the Super Bowl distance. We shall see. I'm telling you guys right now, I think it's going to be Titans and Packers, and I think it's going to be those Buffalo Bills, Titans, Rams, and Packers. We shall see. I don't know. But until next time. Oh, also, the reason why I'm dipping out of the show is because Tom Duff hasn't messaged me back yet. So I'm just assuming he's not going to be on the show today. I did wait kind of late. I told him 9 o'clock. He probably fell asleep. I don't know. And Shauna had some technical difficulties. She was going to be another guest on the show today. She will be here tomorrow. Or maybe even Sunday. I'll get you guys those picks. Maybe I might just post those on Facebook. But I'll get those from you guys. So, but yeah, deuces. We out.